Well, it's late at night. The Rolling Stones have just finished their second-to-last concert, and we're on the telephone line, the Skype line, with a gentleman who has just been to see the Stones for the second-to-last night. He is the bureau chief for Billboard magazine here in Tokyo, and he's also the host of a brand new TV show on NHK. Rob Schwartz, welcome to the Kong Show.
Thanks, Kong. How you doing?
All right. Now, you went to the Rolling Stones concert again tonight. I should mention, how far past the concert is it right now?
It's now 11:10. The concert ended around 10 o'clock, 9:50.
So it's still fresh in your mind?
Oh, yeah.
Now, a lot of people are still thinking about going to see the Rolling Stones, and some people are even wondering if this is still a news story. In your mind, is it?
Oh, of course, it's a huge story. I mean, they're playing another show on Thursday. They're getting progressively better as they play. I think a lot of bands have this. They're playing 3 shows here in Tokyo. Tonight was fantastic. I expect Thursday night will be the best show of the lot. The promoters told me they had the most inquiries for tickets and press accreditation for Thursday night.
That makes 4 concerts altogether. Is that correct?
As far as I know, there's only 3. The one that you went to, Tuesday and Thursday, the 26th of February, the 4th of March, and the 6th of March, as far as I know.
Okay, so that makes 55,000 people each night. Is that correct?
That's about right, yeah.
Inside the Tokyo Dome. By the way, how is the sound for your concert?
The sound is fantastic, and I've been telling a lot of people this. I also saw Eric Clapton at the Budokan about 10 days ago.
Right.
The sound was really good there as well. They have new speaker technology that's really been developed within the last 10 or 12 years. Basically, they can put sound now in just about any room, any space, and make it sound good. The Tokyo Dome used to be horrible back in the day.
Right.
20 years ago, it was all echoey. If you were far away from the stage, it didn't sound like anything. Now it sounds perfect almost all over the dome, and also in the Budokan. Like every seat in the Budokan, the sound is perfect.
Well, that's something we noticed right away that, well, of course, it takes sound 11,000 feet per second to travel, right? How do they do that? How do they make it sound so perfect all over a huge space like the Tokyo Dome?
Well, that's exactly what they figured out. Obviously, they use physics to calculate exactly at that rate, and they put speakers and they time the speakers now. They didn't used to do that. There would just be one sound for the whole space in the past. Now they time the speakers to reach places at a different, speed, so it all comes together perfectly. That's exactly the advancement that they've been able to do in speaker technology.
It truly is amazing, and the sound was just perfect in the seats that we had up on the second level. How was the sound where you were, and where were you?
Oh, I was in the arena. I was on the floor. You were up on the second level, were you?
Right.
Oh, right. No, I was on the floor very close to the stage, yeah.
Did you notice the tongue dripping, by the way, on the Rolling Stones logo?
No, I didn't notice that. Maybe we were too close. I didn't see that. When he played Sympathy for the Devil, they played Sympathy for the Devil when you saw them, right?
Right.
Did they have all the fire in the background at the beginning?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy, huh?
Rob, a lot of people on the Japan Today website said the Rolling Stones are so old and they're not able to pull off a good show. What would you say to the people who are making comments like that?
It's funny because I haven't heard anybody say that. Maybe people would say that on the Japan Today site, but it is absolutely mind-blowing that they can still do it at their age, and they can still do it. That's the amazing part. I mean, the sound was really good. Mick is, as your other contributor, Don, mentioned, I mean, it's just amazing for a man of his age, but I got some insight into that. I'll tell you. First of all, I've been seeing the Stones consistently over the last 25 years, and from 8 years ago when I saw them, their last time in Japan till this time, I have to say Mick has slowed down a little bit. And, he took a break in the middle of the concert. I don't know if this was your case with you guys as well. And he came back, and he was very energized. Now, yes. I don't want to say that he's doing any kind of substances that aren't legal, because I really don't think he is.
No, I don't think so. I don't. He looks to be in really good shape.
Amazing shape, but he definitely did something in the interim there that got him some more energy. I don't know if he had a few cups of coffee or whatever, but he came back after the break and had a lot more energy. And in fact, that was the high point of the show. They played Midnight Rambler about 2/3 of the way through the show with Mick Taylor, who was, of course, a member of the Rolling Stones in the 70s, and it was just fantastic. I mean, one of the great all-time versions of Midnight Rambler.
Now, would you recommend that our listeners go to see this show Thursday night, the last night, or do you think the Stones will be coming back again and we'll have still yet another chance to see the Stones here in Tokyo sometime in the future?
That's a really great question. I mean, it's really a coin toss. Some might say that this is their swan song. This may be the last time they'll ever tour. With the way they are and their attitude and the amount of energy they have, I would put my money on maybe one more tour. They certainly haven't announced that this is their last tour. I would put my money on one more tour.
All right. Rob Schwartz, anything more to add to your comments about the Rolling Stones concert at the Tokyo Dome?
Yeah, well, I want to say I saw the set list from your show, and they played a couple of real gems tonight, including Silver Train, which is a blues song they used to play in the 60s and the 70s.
Yeah.
And Mick announced on stage that they hadn't played the song in, since the mid-70s, so like 35, 38, maybe even 40 years since they played. This is the first time that they played it. And the reason that they played it is they put out a fan vote online for what songs should be played.
That's right.
And they put up like 6 possibilities, and this is the one that fans voted for in Tokyo. So it shows you that fans in Tokyo are quite well informed that this song had not been played by the Rolling Stone for decades and decades. A couple of other things I want to mention.
Sure.
They played Paint It Black, which I don't think they played for you guys.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they played Angie, though, right?
No, we did not hear Angie.
They played Angie, acoustic guitar, Keith on acoustic guitar, very good. And that's the other thing I want to mention. I mean, Mick has this incredible energy. He's, jumping around. He's 70 years old. He's jumping around. It's just amazing for 2 hours. That's amazing. But what's really amazing is that his voice still sounds really good. Yeah. All of his compatriots, Paul Simon can barely sing. Art Garfunkel cannot sing anymore. I mean, I saw them at the Tokyo Dome 2-3 years ago. They just can't do it anymore.
Right,
the way they used to sing so beautifully. But Mick can still sing. He still has the voice. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
So do you think he actually did make that Dorian Gray kind of deal with the devil?
Oh, you're joking. Well, he is the devil, according to Sympathy for the Devil. So he doesn't need to make any deal with the devil. No, I mean, I think he just takes care of himself. And a lot of people have pointed out, for both Mick and Keith, it's basically really good genetics. Both of their parents all 4 of their parents lived to be really elderly. So it's just that they have really good genes, basically. And, many people predicted that Keith Richards would be dead a long time ago. But they're both, just in fantastic shape, relatively speaking. I mean, Mick is really in fantastic shape, period.
Make a quick comment about Keith Richards. How did he look to you and how did he sound?
Well, as people have pointed out, he kind of looks like a living cadaver at this point. But he sounded fantastic, and he had energy, too. He sang 2 songs, and, Keith Richards could never sing, and he still can't sing.
What did you think about the background singers, especially Lisa Fisher when she sang Give Me Shelter?
Yeah, fantastic version of Lisa Fisher and Gimme Shelter. And that the documentary that she was in just won an Academy Award. Since the time that you saw them and the time that I saw them tonight, the documentary 20 Feet from Stardom just picked up the Academy Award for Best Documentary.
Yes,
so
indeed. She's
now part of an Academy Award winning team.
All right, Rob, we're out of time. Of course, we know you are the bureau chief for Billboard magazine here in Japan. What is it? Tokyo Bureau Chief. I always get that wrong. I'm sorry, I get confused. You're the Tokyo Bureau Chief for Billboard magazine. And you've also started a brand new TV program on NHK that can be seen globally. How can our listeners see you on TV?
Right. NHK World is broadcast globally. You need to check your cable or satellite network for that. My show is called J Flicks. It's about Japanese film. It's probably the first ever English language show entirely dedicated to Japanese film. We review film. We talk about events upcoming. We review classic Japanese film. We interview industry players. So, people should look for it on NHK World, J Flicks.
All right. Rob Schwartz.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for an excellent report. We'll let you get to bed now. Are you going to put some Rolling Stones music on to help you get to sleep?
You know it.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks.